So what is the elephant in the room? And that elephant in the room can take a lot of energy. And I likened it in my thought process to, if you're deeply stressed or if you're having anxiety. I had a friend uh, call me yesterday and asked me, how do I know if I have anxiety? I thought that was that's really a wonderful question to ask yourself, especially when you have a persona of superwoman, or I can do it all myself, or I don't need support. I've been this road before. All those things that you might be saying to yourself. When do you know that you're stressed? And when do you know that you're having anxiety or experiencing anxiety? Now, they're all just labels, right? They're labels that are given to you when you're experiencing different things in your body. So when you notice you're feeling and different sensations in your body, that's a good thing. It's almost like when you get a fever. That's a good thing, often. That shows you that your immunity is working, that your body is fighting off something for your safety and your survival as an organism. So when you look at how you're feeling in your body, you can put it like on a scale, or sometimes it's easier to think of it as something as tangible as a ladder. We don't use scales that often. The old days, they'd weigh our product before they would trade the product or whatever. Scales was really common. You could have a really great visual, tangible idea of what a scale is. So when you think of it as a ladder, and it's kind of neat because the ladder gets higher and higher and higher and higher. And if you step on the top step of the ladder, you have a greater likelihood of falling off the ladder. So I like the ladder symbology. So you're just at the ground. The 2 feet of the ladder are firmly planted on the ground. And you can step on that first step of the ladder. You're pretty confident that you're not going to fall off. You might have something in the body that's thinking, this is a ladder. Don't walk underneath it. You have these old wives' tales. Or you might just think, well, this is a little bit uncomfortable because I'm one step away off the earth. I have this heightened something in my body. Or you might just have like a concern, a small concern. Your child is driving the car for the first time. Well, that might not just be the first rung on the ladder. That might take you up to the mid. But to be able to, what I'm trying to get to is figure out what your ladder is. Because that's an important part of the process, especially here in this environment that we're in. There is a collective, unified trauma going on. A heightened sense of static in the consciousness. It's like it's in the air. It's in the consciousness. It's all around us. And if you don't notice it mentally, I guarantee that your body does somatically. Your field does. It's penetrating into your field. And we can fortify that field by checking in where we are vibrating at. And how do we know that? We know by where our somatic body is, what our sensories are telling us, what we can feel and think, or just even that knowingness. I have this knowingness, but not to get up and get caught up in this, creating this story of this knowingness. Oh, I just know I'm going to get the virus. Well, that's not a great place to be putting your energy, pardon me, because, or I'm so scared of getting the virus. Take it and turn it around to the positive side. Wow, if I get the virus, I'm pretty golden to live to 150 years old. I will have fortified my immune system. I will have my body will have an acquaintance with this virus that isn't going anywhere anytime soon. The cold virus is a virus that, has softened throughout the decades and or even the century of time. But if you think that you it could be anything. It could be anything hereditary. If you're have a history of cancer in your family and you have this fear of cancer, love your body up so that it how could it possibly be? And the perhaps the likelihood, if you were to get cancer, it wouldn't be as bad as perhaps in former generations. Now I'm getting off on a different tangent, so I want to bring it back to the elephant in the room. The elephant room is stress and anxiety. And if you're sitting there in the room or with your family or the dinner table or with your partner, and you have this notion in your body, and I wonder if I'm stressed. I wonder if I have anxiety. Are you hypersensitive or are you hyposensitive? Are you overreacting? Are you not thinking before you speak? Are you just blurting out words and then wish that you would have retracted them? Are you sitting there and feel a contraction in your body? You might even have some heart palpitations. In my experience of an anxiety attack, I felt like my whole body was contracting, and it was like I needed to breathe. I needed to ensure that I was breathing because it felt like it was just entirely collapsing into my chest and my lungs. I actually would go to the corner of a room and I would take my spine and put my spine on the back, and I would just lean out my arms to know that even though I mentally could not understand whether I was breathing or not, that I had facilitated the opening of my chest and my heart so that I could tangibly see and feel that I was in fact opening my body, that I wanted to, at least by representation of my physicality, I wanted this to pass. So I wanted to take just 2 minutes and perhaps take a walk and see where you can sit in your body and see how you can check in with your body and allow yourself to become more present in your body. It's best to be proactive in the regulation of your body and the calming of your body and the knowing of your body with your change in the lifestyle of creating that for your body, with your breath, with regulating your feet, with grounding and centering and aligning, with the visualization, with having cues in your own sense. I naturally will, if I'm stressed, I'll rotate my shoulders back because it reminds me of the days of my panic attacks where I open my chest and I open my heart. I think of my shoulders as my wings. So when I'm rolling them back, I am actually rolling back my wings so that I can fly, so I can soar, so I can be open and flexible and optimistic, not pessimistic, optimistic to what my day is bringing me. I can breathe in the love and the joy for being alive and knowing that I have a facility to share. If it's only my heart every day, if it's only my thoughts every day, this is a collective universe. We all need your good thoughts. We all need your strong, loving, projecting heart of love. So feel your feet on the floor and allow yourself to feel that chair, that piece of furniture, your buttocks on the chair. Feel those two pointy sit bones and feel them settle in. Feel your feet settle in. And bring your breath down to the lower abdomen. Put your hand there maybe and allow the breath to expand your hand. And if it's difficult, just loosen up your tummy. Give it a couple of tummy rolls or something and feel that breath. Make some room for that breath. It doesn't need much. And if you can, feel the expansion in your side ribs. You can come up into the lower portion of your upper chest, of your chest. Feel it into the chest and expanding into your heart. And think of something you love. and bring you to mind to be that love if that works for you. If not, I encourage you to spend some time in that area, loving up your body, loving up your heart, loving up your life as it is, perfectly imperfect. And you can breathe that up into your throat and up into your head. Maintaining the breath in your lower abdomen, but also expanding it and allowing it to expand higher. You can imagine, this line taking you up into the cosmos, this vertical line that you've now created with your feet and your buttocks and your spine and your head. Now imagine yourself in your greatest form as a superhero or as an angel or as a god or a goddess, and seeing this light of you, feeling this light of you. You may see it out in front of you. You may see it above you. You may see it within you. And allow yourselves to roll your shoulders back gently and just drop 3 inches. Feel the breath breathing you in your body. Notice your thoughts that are going through your mind. You may feel the urge to just move your head from side to side. You may want to regulate the body a little bit in a circle or back and forth. Nurture this time with you. If you're familiar with your inner child, give them a hug. Say hello. Ask them to grow up with you, that you are here, and remember them and love them. And stay here as long as you like, as long as you can. Checking in with your stress and saying it's okay to release. Maybe it's time to let go of that worry. Maybe it's time to relax on that concern. Maybe it's time to take my nose out of that situation. Is it my business? Perhaps it's time to hold the other person able and support them with a heart love and blessings, and even sometimes, or a lot of times, prayer. Maybe it's time to take that energy back for you. Don't get to the middle point of the ladder. Please don't get to the top step of the ladder. Start to step back down. And as you do, take that energy back into you. You need it. Oxygen mask on you first. That's the most important mask of any. Hold that in your heart. Hold you in your heart. If you need any assistance, I am here. I offer remote, distant, and in-person treatments. My name is Deborah O'Neill. I'm with founder and CEO of BlissBEME Integrative Holistic Health. I have a private studio, and as well as of March 2nd, every Tuesday, I will be joining the fabulous team at Max Fit Movement Institute in Port Moody, BC. I am available from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Tuesdays at Max Fit, Wednesday and Thursday at my private studio, BlissBEME in Coquitlam. 2 locations to serve you and remotely. I offer guidance calls and mentorship calls if you just want to talk. Please, if you are at that top rung of the ladder, the middle point of that ladder, or you just want to fortify your energy field and fortify your dynamic energy centers, work with any of the trauma triggers that may be coming up with you, learning to regulate and ground center and align, please call. Please message me, direct message me. Or at the very minimum, visit my Facebook 111 series and episodes on your dynamic energy centers, or even revisit the 31-day daily meditation in IGTV and on YouTube. With so much love. I love you. Make it a fabulous day. Thanks for being here.